आई मिलन की बेला देखो आई।
सुनिए 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 आपकी अपनी मिलन के साथ ये है मिलन टॉकीज।
मिलन की
मिलन टॉकीज।
Hello, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Milan Talkies, brought to you by FunAsia Network, produced by Vaishali Thakkar. मैं हूँ RJ Milan, and like every week, I have a special guest this week. मतलब इनके बारे में मैं क्या बोलूँ? ये मतलब दो हाथों दिखती है, इनके पास दो हाथ है, बट शायद 10 दिमाग है, and 10 minds and 10 चीजें करती है. मतलब DJ है, इंजीनियर बाय एजुकेशन है, एक्टर है, मॉडल है, एंकर है. I'm just tired. But most importantly, मतलब लिस्ट इतनी लंबी है कि मैं थक गई हूँ. But most importantly, she is a part of our nostalgia, big time. And social media की following एक तरफ, and वो जो होती है ना proper वाली following, दिल वाली following, वो एक तरफ जो चलती आती है, and it has got no comparison. Without further ado, let me welcome Suchitra Pillai, ma'am, onto the airwaves of FunAsia Radio 104.9 FM. कैसी हैं आप, ma'am? Welcome.
बस आई मिलन की बेला, क्या था वो गाना?
Very retro ना.
Lovely, it's all my time. I'm a buzurg compared to you, so yeah.
Not at all. I think I am a buzurg, like a soul, old soul. I vibe with it for some reason. But I don't know, ma'am, if you remember, we last spoke in, I think, 2018. You had come for promotions for the Valley in
That's
the South
right.
Asian
That's
Film
right.
Festival.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yes. Wow. That was a while ago. 2017, babe, I think it was.
17. Yeah. But I think the premiere was in Dallas in 2018.
In Dallas, it was. Yes, it was.
And it's been a while, but I want to ask you, like, how are you looking the same? You still look the same. How is it possible?
Have you heard of this cryogenic freezing technique?
Cryogenic freezing? Yes, I've heard. Cool sculpting, right? I think you've just frozen yourself in time.
No, sorry, that's all in the movies. This is all coconut oil technique from my childhood, probably. I have to thank my genes, Kerala, Malayali food and Malayali coconut oil and all of that. And that's what's kind of. And so I've always believed in the mantra that, you are only as old as you feel. I really feel 25. I may be 52, I feel 25, maybe 30. Okay, if I push it, okay, 30, but I don't feel older than that, except for when my hips start hurting and I say, hi, daya, now so actually something is showing. But otherwise, I'm serious. I don't feel 52 at all. I don't act it. So my friends, as well as my daughter's friends, my daughter's 14, they also say, my God, your mom is like one of us. And that's the biggest compliment, to have been able to, for want of better description, maintain some sort of innocence. I think in a world which is so superficial sometimes for us, because it's, showbiz when it comes to that.
Yeah.
To maintain that. And I've always, decided to just be happy and try to be as much in the moment, and that's why I think living each day kind of counts for a lot as far as how I'm looking, the way I'm still looking. I'm still playing a 25-year-old, believe it or not.
I absolutely believe it, and the way you said hi Daya. But in that case your hips absolutely lie, because हमें नहीं पता कि आप कैसे दिखते हो, but आप दिखते हो. चलिए, on that note, let's just start with your daily routine, ma'am. Like, what's your daily routine like?
Well, now I can talk to you about a routine. I never had one before.
Okay.
But discipline, I swear to God. But now I think, that's one thing I've really sat up and decided to make some changes in my life, which I have this year. And I was never a drinker anyway, so that alcohol was never a problem. But I did smoke occasionally. I've stopped that completely. That's completely out. I'd wake up in the morning. I go for my yoga in the morning. I come back and I do my twin heart meditation. I do that also. And then after that, it's just one thing after another. I don't take a nap and I don't sleep, and and I eat lots. Believe it or not, I eat lots. I don't know why I'm eating so much. I don't know whether it's menopause. People listening, maybe you're, if you're going through it, maybe you can tell me a thing or two about menopause, because I'm eating too much. But that's
where is
why
it all going?
I don't know. Here, muscles in the muscles.
Oh, I can see some guns there. Yeah, more power to you.
But this discipline has just started now, Milan. I've been slacking as far as the discipline is concerned, and this has really brought a change to my life. And I would recommend it to anybody, just to do yoga and, just to do a bit of meditation. It kind of sets your day and make things go the right way for you the whole day. So it really helps.
I think you have motivated me enough. I think मैं कल से पक्का शुरू करने वाली हूँ. अच्छा, concerning your family life, how does the routine look like that way?
So my daughter is now in the 10th grade. She's in the 10th standard here in India, and so she's very busy. She's 14 and a half, and she's young for her class, but she's very busy with her classes, and she's busy with school, and she doesn't need us as much as she did before, you see. So she's very independent, and the good thing about India, of course, you've got help. You've got, people, I've got help who kind of is there to take her maybe to school if I'm working or whatever in the morning, that kind of thing. But the day ends up, for me, it ends up being a mixture of things, Milan, because as you know, I do a million things. It's not as if I just stick to one thing. If I'm not shooting for an OTT series, then I'm shooting for a movie. If I'm not doing that, then I'm rehearsing for a play. If I'm not doing that, I'm comparing. If I'm not doing that, I'm dubbing. If I'm not doing that, I'm doing something else. It's always, something or the other is always happening in my life. And it has been that way since the time I started my career, from the time I was 17 when I was a model, etc. I've never been one to just sit around and say, "Arey, abhi sote hain thodi der." Never. Which is why probably my metabolism has helped, and plus, which is probably also going back to your question of how I look the way I do. It's probably that, my hyperaction, of just constantly doing something all the time. So, so my day kind of goes by like that. A big part of my day has to do with friends, whether it's talking to friends, whether it's meeting my friends or them coming over or whatever. It kind of works that way, and the day just goes by.
Awesome. That's pretty cool, and I'm really getting some inspirational points from you. I'll try to practice them as well. Actually, ma'am, tell me this. You have been doing so many things. Like you said, you have VJ'd, you have anchored, you have acted, you also have a degree in engineering, you also have sung. Last time I spoke to you, you were about to release a music album with Papon. I think that time.
Yes, I have that. Sadly, the lockdown happened. The pandemic,
kind of messed
and we were just about to release that single, me and Papon, and then this whole pandemic and lockdown and all happened, and that got put on the back burner. It is still very much there. The song is very much there. It's ready for release, and we still have the video, but it's not yet released. I'm in talks with. It's a beautiful song. It's a kind of a classic.
I'm still waiting for it. But you also sing. आप गाते भी हो. But what's the thing that you enjoy the most out of all these things that you do?
I think Suchitra is another person when she's on stage, be it doing theatre or be it singing with my band. I really, really hope I get to do a lot more of the singing, and that's what really pushes me. I mean, I lose myself when I'm singing on stage, live especially. But any form of acting also, Milan, I have to say, I mean, I really can't choose. It's like I can't be a stepmother to one of the careers that I've chosen. It really is like that, So I just love what I do. I can't explain it any other way. I just totally, totally love what I do, whatever it is, whether it's the dubbing, whether it's theatre, whether it's film, whether it's OTT, no matter what. I just totally love what I do, and I think that kind of shows on screen, and it stood me in good stead for all of these years, coming to nearly 30 years in the industry. So
wow.
Yeah, so it's, since when I started in England, that's when I started, when I was
and that's 23, a long haul. That's a long haul, and you're still going, and like going pretty well. And
jab tak hai jaan dete.
Jab tak hai jaan nahi, jab tak hai Suchitra Pillai. Ma'am, last time I spoke to you, like you said, you like singing live, and we are live, and this is kind of a stage. And last time आपने गाया था कोई कहे कहता रहे, but आज कुछ और गाई. आपके दिल के करीब कोई गाना?
हाँ, मैं कुछ sentimental गाऊं?
Sure, yes.
Okay. कुछ ना कहो, कुछ भी ना कहो, क्या कहना है, क्या सुनना है, मुझको पता है, तुमको पता है, समय का ये पल थम सा गया है, और इस पल में कोई नहीं है, बस एक मैं हूँ, बस एक तुम हो, कुछ ना कहो, कुछ भी ना कहो। अरे कुछ नहीं कहेंगे तो तुम्हारा शो कैसे चलेगा यार?
I'm okay not कुछ कहने में, मैं सच में कुछ नहीं कहूँगी. You could just go on
I
and
have
on.
a little bit of a cold, so apologies for if it sounded a little
No, it
blocked up.
sounded fabulous, and it was that I cannot explain. It was like super good,
sweet.
super good. It was like a different tadka to it. The way you sang, I loved it. That's the reason I was like, zip it, Milan. Just focus. It was so beautiful. Thank you for doing that for us, ma'am. Actually, आपसे कुछ kind of rapid fire questions पूछते हैं जिसमें you cannot take a lot of time to think and Okay. Tell me your favorite actor.
Amir Khan.
Favorite co-actor.
Saif Ali Khan.
Actor who inspires you.
Rekha.
Best compliment.
Nice one. The best compliment, probably, I want to stand on top of the Eiffel Tower and tell the whole world how much in love with you I am.
That's an awe moment. Acha, the creepiest compliment that I've heard. They were like, ye kya tha?
When this guy wearing an I Love Dubai t-shirt in Sri Lanka came up to me and he just looked at me like this and he said, "Ma'am, you're a good mover."
Oh my God!
I said, "Yeah, watch me move out of here."
Oh, wow. That's a good comeback. But kahan se aate hain ye log literally? Acha,
yeah.
You have a list of things that you do, ma'am. You have a lot of talents, like a long list. But the talent which no one knows about, do you have something like that?
Not many people know I cook pretty good.
Yeah. We have to come to Dallas next.
You know, simple सी चीजें cook करती हूँ, simple सी चीजें पकाती हूँ, लेकिन प्यार से पकाती हूँ. तो even I have to say, I mean, modesty set aside, this one veg pasta that I make is pure vegetarian. And it has zucchini and it has mushroom and it has broccoli, but you would never be able to even tell that there's only vegetables in it. And whether it's my daughter and her generation or whether it's my friends, when they eat that, they just totally love it. So I'm a pretty good cook. I like to just andaze se, tastes, etc. I don't know how to bake to save my life. I've never baked a cake in my life. I still haven't. Kabhi to karungi, but I still haven't baked a cake. I don't know why I'm scared of baking. But otherwise, cooking is, and it's therapeutic,
Yes.
Milan, it really is. It's therapeutic. I love the time that I spend in the kitchen. When I do get to spend some time in the kitchen and make things for my family or friends, I enjoy it thoroughly. So that's one thing probably they don't know. They don't know about me. And probably the fact that, no, I don't have 2 children. According to Wikipedia, I have 2 children. But I don't. Sorry, I have one daughter. Every time I read it, I'm like, where is this other child? Somebody tell me. So yeah, that's another thing.
But I assume you have like 8 to 10 kids. One being your daughter, the other one being all your career choices.
That's also true. That's so true.
Yeah.
That is so true. Yeah, I treat each one like a child. It's true.
So, are you a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian?
A pure non-vegetarian.
High five on that. Okay, what's your favorite food? Thai food. Okay, favorite drink.
I don't drink alcohol. Well, when I used to, it was probably Bailey's. Yeah, alcohol. But otherwise, my favorite drink is anything with lemongrass in it.
That's a good choice. I love it too. Acha, vamp ya heroine?
It's good to be bad, honey. Vamp.
I love that too. Acha, lazy ya crazy?
Crazy kyare. Crazy kyare.
On that note, your favorite song?
My favorite song. आपकी आंखों में कुछ महके हुए से राज है, आपकी आंखों में कुछ महके हुए से राज है, आपसे भी खूबसूरत आपके अंदाज है, आपकी आँखों में कुछ
Oh my.
महके हुए से राज है. I had to sing that one.
Oh wow, ma'am, here's a crazy idea. Not a crazy idea, but I think it's a good idea that you have to come up with an album of yours with the what do you say? Not a remix, but the
oldies goldies.
oldies
oldies
goldies wala, because
I love all the old songs, yaar.
yeah, and you
Seriously.
add a different vibe to the song. I could just close my eyes and listen to you sing.
Oh, that's
Please do
sweet.
that. Please do that.
I will. Okay.
Fan request.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, tell me your most favorite moment of stardom.
Oh yeah, well, most favorite. I think the most, after 23 years, when I won my first big award, my Best Actress award, and that to an international award. I won Best Actress in Milan, and I won For the Valley, and which you were there for, and for at the Long Island International Film Festival also. That was a huge moment for me, because literally it took 23 years and I had never been awarded anything except for Best Negative Character and Best Bad Sass and Best Bad Auntie and all of this according to my TV career. But for my films, etc., I had never been, and this was a big, huge one for me. So that way, yes. But if you are asking for a best moment for me, it's when somebody in London Underground, actually, this is way back, I'm talking about late 90s, early 2000, okay? I had done a series called Rahe with Shafaq Shah.
Yes.
And it was a beautiful series, and I played quite an intense role in that one. And somebody in the London Underground came up to me when I was on holiday, and she just had tears in her eyes, and she came up to me and she said, "Ma'am, I have to tell you something. You changed my life." And I said, "Sorry." And she said, "I watched this series Rahe, and that was the exact life that I was leading. And I followed your path, what you did in the show, and you changed my life." And that was something that really got me there, because we go there and we just do our work, and then we head home, and we hope that we've touched somebody's life somewhere. But when somebody comes and actually tells you that you have, it makes it all worthwhile, Milan. It makes it all worthwhile. I'll do it again and again and again, many lifetimes, really.
And I'm sure it's just not that one person. There are many lives that you have touched. Me being one of them, like with so many things that you have done, you have been so inspirational. And talking about inspirations and stuff, what are we going to see you in the near future?
Oh, you'll see me in quite a few things. I mean, on the OTT platforms, you've already, even in Dallas abroad, you can see me on shows which have already released on Netflix. Yes. There's Eternally Confused, Eager for Love. I'm in Masaba also for a little bit for season 2. Adha Ishq on Boot with Shruti Hassan, Mithun Chakrabarti, etc. On Amazon Prime in bestseller. I have about 3 or 4 releases coming up, and one big show is Rana Naidu, which is on Netflix. That's with Rana Daggubati and Venkatesh. I play opposite Venkatesh on that one, so it's going to be an interesting one. That one, I can't really talk too much else about it. It is Ray Donovan. It's the remake, and I'm right now shooting a huge one, which you all will hear about as well. Which is going to be the platform for an actress, a Bollywood actress you all haven't seen on screens for a while. She's coming onto the OTT platforms, and that's all I can say. I'm going to be in that one.
I'm looking forward to talking to you again on that when those become huge successes and they're coming up.
I'm doing my 659th show of Dance Like a Man, the play that I have been in for 25 years. We are doing our 659th show on September 11th. In Bombay.
Congratulations on that, ma'am. But ये मेरी जिंदगी का एक अफसोस है. मैं जब तक मुंबई में थी, I've never seen you. Like I used to go watch theater, but I've never seen you. So you have to come to Dallas.
You just call me. You let me know when you're coming now next time.
Yes.
And you still have a few days before September 11th. Catch a plane and come, yes.
But I would rather invite you to Dallas as well. And
yes, I would love to come back to Dallas. I loved it. I had such a good time in Dallas. For people listening, for people watching this, I have to say, the warmest. I mean, the people who organized that festival that I was there for, and I also came back. When I spoke, I was the guest speaker at this women's event also in Dallas. I'd come back for that.
Yes.
It was just amazing. I mean, the warmth of the people there, not only the Indians, everybody who had organized the events,
Yeah.
etc. And I felt at home. Let's just say
Yes.
that. I think that's the biggest compliment I can give. I really did feel at home, and I would love and love and love to come back to Dallas. I've got friends there as well. Nikki, if you're listening in, hello to you. I miss you in Bombay, but I've got friends in Dallas as well, and of course, who doesn't want to come there and dress up like a cowgirl? Dallas, Texas,
Yes, Dallas is
rodeo.
always warm, like figuratively, literally, क्योंकि
Yeah.
गर्मियाँ छाई रहती है, warmth लोगों के
हाँ.
दिलों में है, तो इसलिए temperature शायद गिरता नहीं.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I really, really want to thank you for your time. You have been an absolute sweetheart. Every time I get to talk to you, you say, but you like, pata nahi, it's genetics. But every time I speak to you, it's like I'm just catching up right after
Yes.
the next second or next.
I
minute.
feel the same way, Milan. I feel the same way, and I do hope we talk again really soon.
Yes.
And as I said, but God's grace, lots of stuff has been happening. So stay in touch with me. I will tell you, there's loads more. We need another show as well, because I've got a podcast. I've got another YouTube channel that I've started. There's so many things that I'm doing, and it would be great to talk about the other avatars of Suchi as well.
Yes. But before you leave, what do you want to tell the people of Dallas who are listening and seeing you right now? And
the only thing I'd like to say, when you listen to people like us from the industry, etc., there are young girls out there, young guys out there who have stars in their eyes about this industry, and who want to give it a go. Always believe in yourself. Believe that it is possible. I know you're thousands and thousands of miles away, but the universe works in mysterious ways. If you manifest it enough, things can happen. You can make your dreams come true. I know I have, just with pure hard work. No godfathers in the industry, nothing. I've just stuck with it, been in the now, and always worked with the mantra of, just reach for the stars, because there won't be any fences to stop you. And I think anyone in there, who believes in themselves, who has that self-esteem and self-confidence in themselves. And as far as my industry is concerned, there are bad things about it. There are fantastic things about it. But just believe in yourself. That's where it all starts off. And then the only way is up.
Beautiful. And Milan को क्या कहेंगे आप जाते जाते?
अरे मिलन आई मिलन की रातों सो Milan, what do I say about you? You're one of the sweetest hosts that I have spoken with. And as you said, it's literally like talking to family. It doesn't seem like us sitting here doing an interview for you. It's like catching up with friends. And I just wish you all the very, very best. You're doing a fantastic job with your show. And I just, onwards and upwards, sweetheart.
You just made my day. Like always, I'm inspired, all charged up, and I'm gonna go hit my day with like a bigger ball of energy.
Have a fabulous one. Have a fabulous one.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. It has been a pleasure talking to you. Talk to you really, really soon. And all the best.
Absolutely. Bye-bye. Bye, Dallas.